Good morning and welcome to Spotlight on Prescott, your best source for Prescott area news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Proudly brought to you by the Rockstar Group at West USA Realty of Prescott and featuring Josh Rice, Kellen Hoskins, and Edward Tucker. So grab your coffee, get ready to start the weekend early. It's time for Spotlight on Prescott. Here we go.
Hey.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Spotlight on Prescott, our first show from the new studio.
Yeah, welcome. Rockstar Studios, live coming at you from the Gateway Mall in Prescott. We're excited. It's been a couple days off.
You're right. We took a couple days off. You know, 3.5 months while we were building this beautiful new studio to bring you this show, and also just to have an awesome space to meet with our clients. But let's get into some news and some weather. We're going to do this once a week to start off and get everything going, get you into the weekend a little bit early.
All right, let's talk about the weather.
It's going to rain.
Wow, it looks like we're going to get some weather, huh? You know, rain. I don't know what happened this morning, but Thor got up before I did. That
Right.
was
Yeah, it was good.
It was like the God of Thunder is awake, and I was like,
Nice.
it
That's
poured
fun.
It rained last night a lot. It had to have. At least in Prescott Valley, it rained a ton.
We
I don't
got
know.
it good after midnight.
Yeah.
Both last night and the night before last. Like, it didn't do anything in Chino until after midnight, like the middle of the night.
I just noticed this morning, like I said, Thor woke me up, and I could hear the rain outside
Yeah.
pouring.
Well, just like,
Thor was mad. Yeah. Woke me up. It's the good coffee, though. Yeah.
and the cat, and
All right. Let's talk about some local news, guys. Phoenix Suns. Series is tied 2-2 now.
yes.
Ah.
It was,
I can tell you what's going on, but I'm not going to say it. Well, I can say it. They can't. The refs suck. They're so bad. And it's got to go 7 games because the refs get paid by the game.
wow. Okay.
I believe we should find that out. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't believe the refs get the same. Well, I know the series is tied
That's the
2-2.
conspiracy theory.
My
that they're
conspiracy
operating
theory
under
with the refs though is the
currently.
refs get paid by the game. Okay.
I see.
So if they're not getting paid if they don't play a game 5, 6, and 7, then and they have control over that.
When's the next game?
I believe it is 3 days from now. Well, so today's Thursday? I think it's Saturday night.
And that's going to be the deciding factor.
No, it's 2-2, best out of 7. So the series just became a best of 3, with Phoenix getting 2 home games out of those 3. So we will play at home, then back in Milwaukee, and then if needed, back home. But
Okay.
I mean, and my boy Devin Booker, man, my favorite guy to watch right now. 42 points last night. We still couldn't get the W. Still.
I thought it was close.
It
Well,
was,
So as somebody who really couldn't care less about basketball most of the time,
yeah.
I do find myself oddly invested in this series. Like, I think it's because I don't care about basketball when the home team's up, like in the big dance, unless they're the Diamondbacks, because
Yeah.
whatever. You know, you feel that sense of home state pride a little bit. You know, getting, you know, the teams in the big dance. You want them to do well. So, like, I've actually been paying attention to the playoffs here in this season, where I haven't watched a basketball game. The last time my old company, my company bought me a suite 12 years ago. You know,
Okay,
and that
nice.
was probably the last basketball game that I went to. Or no, I take that back. I did go to one of our local Northern Arizona Suns basketball games, but I don't watch them on TV. I don't pay attention, but I have been this time around.
You always reminded me of the Suns hype and everything back in our younger days. Remember, like, I was like, whatever happened to like the Marley Bar, the Thunder Marley Bar?
Yeah, back in the Barkley and Thunder Dan Marley, those good old days in Arizona basketball.
Is your mic on?
Someone says it's not on.
Yep. So, yeah, make sure your mic's on because we're not getting any signal from the Tucker. Is it plugged in? All the way?
Plugged in, thank you.
Okay. Well, you know, hey, first show, some technical difficulties, but you know, we'll see what happens here. It was working fine a minute ago.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So that's kind of like part of the news for the
the
week,
whole
for the whole state, really.
Right.
I mean, that's
we've
a
all got
big,
that pride going on.
it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's been a long time since the Suns were in the NBA Finals, and
Yeah.
so it's exciting to see
I was a child.
that they're gonna be going. So yeah. So anyway, let's
Let's get super local though.
let's go into the market update.
No.
Oh no, we'll still talk about some
No,
news.
we've got a couple other news stories to get
right.
into. The first of which they kind of are in a weird way related to one another. So the first of which is the long battle between the city of Prescott and Arizona Eco Development in the Dells.
And the Save the Dells.
And the Save the Dells organization seems to have come to an agreement over the last couple of days.
Yes.
The Prescott City Council voted unanimously to annex that portion of land, so it will become a part of the city. Arizona Eco Development has agreed to 475 acres of prime Granite Dells property, according to the agreement, as open space. So I think it's a great compromise. I think it's a great way to show, hey, you know what? Even when there's two groups that are really quite opposed to one another,
Sure.
compromise can be reached.
Yes.
So I think it's great that development is going to go forward. Love it or hate it, we need more new homes in this area right now because resale is just having a hard time.
Yeah, the market is. There's a lot of people that want to live in our great city.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great step forward to some more responsible
Check.
Growth.
Cool.
growth.
There you
So-
are. You're
Yeah.
on now. Yep.
Anyway, so that and how it's related is kind of with more of that ecological factor.
Correct.
Where if you've lived here any amount of time, you know that every year they shut down large portions of areas around Lynx Lake and Thumb Butte and a bunch of areas for nesting birds, specifically bald eagles and peregrine falcons.
Yeah. Which is really cool. I've gone and take photographs and stuff. I've still never seen them. Been there at that time that they're, flying around or nesting, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them, over the years. We actually have a pretty big falcon population. I mean, big
Right.
for around here. in Chino where I live, so I do see those falcons on a pretty regular basis.
I guess I do see the Falcons. I've never seen the bald eagles
Yeah.
I've
doing
seen
the.
a couple bald eagles.
Have you?
Yeah, and literally, I thought it was an airplane. It was so dang big. I'm driving down the highway and I look and I see this thing flying. I'm like, holy! And it was a big bald eagle and it was huge.
That's
It was-
awesome.
But again, it's kind of a rare sight. But, and I did see one. If anybody was at the Donald Trump rally that
Right.
they had at the airport, there
Yes,
was a bald
that was a
eagle
thing.
I heard about-
flying
yeah.
over, which was kind of a cool thing. I mean, he was the sitting president at the time when
Right.
he was there, and for a bald eagle to be
Flying
standing
around.
guard and watch, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people thought it was like a staged event. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I think live like right over there.
it's a
Yeah,
cap-
I-
it's a
some
captain
some,
bald
some
eagle
guys
that's
like
trained.
opening the thing and he
Yeah.
comes back.
Comes
He's
down
all,
and lands on it.
Eagle
Come on
trainer,
back.
like, caw-caw.
yeah. They're so big. Just imagine him doing this, and it's just taking up the whole.
Yeah. So
Very cool,
those are,
man.
Those are some of the local stories that we were taking a look at this week, and just some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Suns can pull it out.
Yeah, I'm really rooting for him. I'm
No,
not a
me
big
too.
basketball
I think
fan.
it'd be
we've
really
talked-
cool.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really, really cool.
Me and Kellen were talking. We're not huge basketball fans by any
No.
stretch of the imagination, but when your local team, one of your local state sports teams, is in the finals,
Yeah.
World Series,
Right.
Super Bowl, it's hard not to root for them and be excited for them.
Exactly.
And it'll be a really cool thing for the state if we can get a couple more victories. And,
Yep.
and
It'd be
win this
really,
thing.
really nice.
We've had other major league teams flirt with the ultimate victory
Right.
in the last few years, but none has been able to pull the trigger. So, go Suns.
Go Suns.
Go Suns. So,
That's pretty cool.
our next segment is we're going to do this every week, is a local business spotlight. See?
Yeah.
It says it right there in the middle.
Right there.
This week, we're gonna toot our own horn. a little bit.
Spotlight on us.
It's episode 1. We
Episode
should.
1.
Right.
We should be allowed to kind of
We won't
highlight
do this
ourselves.
again,
Right.
but today, for this episode, we are going to spotlight ourselves. We're really, really proud of what we've been able to build here inside the mall. For those of you who think that the mall is just dead, show up, and you'll see that that's different.
It's very, very active, and there's some big development things that are happening
Yeah.
here that we're, kind of whispers in the wind.
There's some big stuff that will be happening here
Yeah.
in the Gateway Mall, and we're pretty proud to be a part of that.
Yeah.
We've built a really amazing space here. If you were able to come to our grand opening last week, you got to experience the tour. But we've got, just behind this wall, a fully operational media studio. We've got this broadcast studio that's in the main section where we meet with our clients. Real estate is at the heart of everything that we do. It's literally what funds everything that you see when you walk through our doors. So, if you're looking to buy or sell a house, I know 3 guys. We can help you
There
out.
you go.
Yeah, I know 3 guys.
Plug.
Do you know 3 guys?
Probably the same.
Probably
Same 3
Yeah.
guys.
3 guys?
There you
We're
go.
just 3. Never mind.
3 guys.
Yeah. 3 guys.
3 rock stars.
3 rock stars.
3 rock stars.
Wild and
Crazy
crazy
guys.
guys. and I want to just add that we are excited with what we have to offer our community right now, and being where we are, it's kind of neat. People look at malls differently now. Retail is not the same
No.
kind of thing, but if you ever want to come check out a really cool real estate office, come check out Suite 284 at the mall.
Yeah. No.
And you'll be pleasantly surprised in the environment that
Yeah,
is created.
that we've created here.
Yeah, and we got, it's just super excited to kind of be here doing what we do and, something different
Yeah.
than everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
So,
awesome.
Also, I think we should add, we are a collective of things, businesses.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
also we have this show we will be doing every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Which
Yep.
we will talk about weather, news, businesses in the community. We'll talk about what's going on in town as far as entertainment goes. Of course, we'll give you a little market report as far as real estate. And then we'll also talk a little bit about Prescott history, which
Yeah.
is kind of neat. We also have a business network. So our Rockstar Business Network involves a discount club and a meeting of minds every week. And
Yeah.
At least once a week.
And a nice event here at our space every month.
Yep.
And so we're excited about that. And then we also have these two gentlemen who have Tucker in the Beard podcast,
Yep.
which encompasses some pretty cool conversations. And if you haven't taken a listen or a look at that, you need to. And there'll be more to come too.
Well,
if
and also
you have a-
90 proof.
90 proof
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah, it's
part
like-
of what we do as a collective. And if you have a creative project that you got ideas banging around in your head, but you don't have the equipment, the knowledge, the know-how to do all of that stuff, our media studio is available for lease at pretty reasonable rates.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool stuff that this new office and studio is going to allow us to do. But I guarantee you, no other realtors in town can match what we have to offer.
No.
There you go.
I agree. So let's just get right in. Let's stop talking about
So,
us because it's
Talk
awkward.
about real estate, and let's talk about real estate.
No, let's talk about what's going on. Let's. I know we have. No, we're not. We're ready to talk about what's going on in town
Let's get the
from
weekend.
an
Let's do it.
entertainment perspective. So,
it.
you know, what we like to do is on our Facebook page, Spotlight on Prescott, we'd like to provide a kind of all-encompassing list of events going on in the Tri-City area as far as entertainment goes. Now, if you have an event going on and you do not see it on the Facebook page, please send us a message and we will make sure it gets on there. It's for the whole community to use. It's completely free. And let's talk about what we got going on this weekend. So starting on Friday, we got a bike night at Tailgaters out in Prescott Valley.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's just a gathering to show off your ride and hang out and have some food.
Can I show up in like bicycle?
I think they're targeting the powered motorcycles.
Okay.
Like,
So like one of the like motored
Yeah,
bicycles.
so if
then.
it's got pedals,
Probably
and a
not.
motor, and a motor, you're probably okay.
See, I would be the person
They
to
don't
do
want
that
They
though.
don't want a Tucker powered.
A Tucker powered.
Yeah, Tuckered power cycle is not what they're looking for.
I would do it.
We got at the Birdcage Saloon downtown Prescott. We got Lori McDonald and Combo Deluxe, and I believe they're playing both, probably Friday and Saturday over the Birdcage. They usually do that. At Founding Fathers in Prescott, we got Band of Brothers playing their country music. Downtown, what is 116 South? Is that Jersey Lily? I think that is. Jersey Lily Saloon is Sir Harrison that's playing. At Los Pinos, we have Scandalous Hands playing on Saturday. And then also on Saturday, we got Funk Frequency up at the Prescott Resort. We got Wheelhouse playing at Cupper's Coffee House. And we got the Cheek Tones at the Montezuma Tavern. We also got we got an emo night going on at the Attic with a DJ there. And then we got karaoke up at the Log Cabin in Chino Valley. Then on Monday, we have an event at Lazy G Brewhouse, Paint for Paws. It's a little fundraising event going on for our four-legged companions. And then we got the Summer Concert Series, which is downtown Prescott. We're going to have a jazz jam session, All-Stars. So some jazz music going on downtown Prescott on Tuesday night. So that's what's going on in town. And, you know, we like to be able to provide you that information on a weekly basis. And if during the week you would like to see what's going on, just go to Spotlight on Prescott, and all that information is there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Search Spotlight on Prescott on Facebook. There's be a listing. And if you know of like venues that aren't,
Posting their stuff.
promoting
Yeah.
their events on Facebook, let us know and we can help them free of charge get those events out there and help make them even more successful.
There you go.
So,
Very
all right.
cool.
Well, we talked about real estate being what fuels and funds everything that we do here. So let me give you guys a quick update on what the market is looking like in Prescott right now. We've got a total of 550 listings on the market. So that encompasses existing homes, new homes that are listed for sale, and multifamily homes, but it doesn't include vacant land or commercial property. Over the last week, we had 141 new listings hit the market. The least expensive of that was $140,000 for a 2-bedroom single wide manufactured out in Prescott Valley, and our highest was at $1.79 million for just a beautiful, beautiful gated estate right in the heart of Williamson Valley. So really awesome listing. If you have questions about any of those, drop us a line. We'll help you out. We had 113 closings last week. We had 172 homes go under contract. We had 19 homes leave the market by either cancellation, expiration, or just temporarily being taken off the market. So that gives us a total off market last week of 191. So 141 hit the market, 191. So we had 1.35 homes leave the market
For
last
every
week
one that came on.
for every home that went on the market.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, our the nice thing right now is that, as you can see, the total listings at 550. That's a little higher than it was a few months ago. So
A whole lot
we're
higher.
starting to see some houses go on the market.
Yeah.
It's still not what I would call healthy. I believe we still need some more houses on the market.
We would need
Yeah.
more than twice the number of houses on the market for
Yes.
our market to be what you would consider balanced. Right now,
Balanced.
it's still very heavily in favor of sellers. So that doesn't mean it's a bad time to buy.
Right.
I truly believe there is no bad time to buy. There's really bad times to sell,
Right.
but there's not really a bad time to buy.
Sure.
Historically speaking, real estate has always inched up. So if you're in the market to buy, again, interest rates are still super in your favor right now.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to sell, the time could not be better for you.
Yeah.
As more homes are going to come on the market, we're starting to see that shyness that we saw all of last year. People didn't want to move. They were, afraid with the pandemic and everything like that. So they kind of wanted to stay put. That pressure is easing up, and it's putting a lot more homes on the market right now.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's good. It's good. And who would not want to live in our community, right?
Right.
So,
Prescott, Arizona.
yeah.
I'm just
Everybody's hometown.
So
And
I'm born and raised. We've all been here for a long time, and it's just one of
just
those
because
beautiful places to live.
we are. I mean, a little bit of more. I could go back into the news, but the news too. We are in an election cycle right now.
Local election
Local
cycle.
election
Right.
cycle. So, one of the big topics right now is growth, and there's
And what does responsible growth look like?
yeah, and
in our
there's
community?
there's a lot of different views on that, and I think we all need to be aware that people would like to live in this community, and I know for a fact that most everybody, the majority of people who live here now, at some point moved here.
Right.
They were not
Right.
born and raised here.
Right.
Some people were, but most of them were not. And we need to all get on the same page and realize there is responsible growth. I mean, we're not,
Right.
but also I don't see, 50,000 homes going up
Right.
in a year.
No.
But you go down to a metropolitan market or a bigger market, and that's the kind of growth you get. We don't see that kind of growth. Some people I talk to think that Prescott's growing by tens of thousands of people every month, and that's not
No.
the case. I mean,
I
there's
think
literally
we've grown by like 40,000 since the 90s, the
Well,
early 90s.
maybe in the Tri-City.
Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking
collective.
about Tri-Cities as a whole.
Yeah.
Has grown by about 40,000 people since the early 90s when my family arrived.
Correct. So, but I would invite everybody to get involved though with
Definitely.
the local
Yeah,
Prescott election, at least
absolutely.
Prescott
Pay,
residents.
pay
and
attention to what's going on.
Pay attention to what's going on and take a listen. And I think both mayoral candidates. That's a weird word, right?
It is.
I think they both have good views as far as growth goes, and I'm excited for our town
Yeah.
going forward. But anyway, so let's get into a fun segment,
Yeah.
which my
Let's do the human interest
A
story
fun
here.
segment.
fun segment. I'm going to toss it over to Tucker over here.
No, we just had the rodeo, which is the world's oldest rodeo, so that tends to be a topic of conversation.
Right.
As far as, is it the world's oldest
Is
rodeo?
it really?
And then local
truth.
in
Yeah.
Arizona, in Payson, there's the world's oldest
Yeah,
continuous.
the world's oldest continuously running rodeo.
And that was, from what I understand, there was one year where I think it was during a separate pandemic where they just couldn't put the rodeo on.
Yeah,
But Payson was like,
we're going to do it
we're
anyway.
going to do it anyways.
We got local lifestyle.
It's like a monkey on a dog, and they're like, that's the rodeo.
Still a rodeo.
Something I read up that was pretty cool. So in 1864, when Arizona became a territory,
Yeah.
Prescott was named the territorial capital at that time. It held it until 1889 before it moved to Tucson and then eventually to Phoenix, which is now the
I think
capital.
you're neglecting to mention that it was originally Chino Valley, bro. Everyone seems to leave us poor Chino Valley
Chino
people
Valley.
out of the conversation.
Well,
Now, granted,
they stopped.
it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
They stopped at Little Thumb Butte
Yeah, because they were
instead
told,
of continuing.
put the capital where you see a hill that sticks out of the earth like a thumb. They saw one as they were coming from the north, and they're like, this must be the spot. And then like a couple weeks later, they decided to go a little further south, and they're like, oh, it's that.
This
it's
is where
that
we're supposed
one.
to be.
That one is the thing.
Right. So
It's that thing.
yeah, Chino was there on accident.
Yeah.
No, but it officially
Yes.
in the history books when Prescott was selected. So it held it until 1889, but the first rodeo was in July 4th, 1888.
Wow.
So while it was still the territorial capital is when the rodeo happened. But one of the cool things I saw is it was first a roundup, just the local cowboys and everything doing it. So the name rodeo was actually first used in Prescott in 1924, which is a Spanish word for roundup. So the name rodeo could be linked to being first used in Prescott.
That's cool. What word did they use for the rodeo before rodeo?
I think it was just called like a roundup.
Roundup. So it's like the cowboy roundup?
Yeah, like a
Did they call
cowboy
it
roundup.
Was it cowboy though?
It was the local cowboys. I'm sure it was cowboy roundup or roundup and everything like that.
Yeah.
But it was first, the word rodeo was first used for it.
Gotcha.
1924 in Prescott.
Well, look at that.
19.
I learned something new today.
Yeah, I
There
did
you
too.
go.
I did too.
Oh, you learned something
little
new.
Prescott history.
Yeah,
there.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, it's that time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, it's again every Thursday we're gonna be here, same bat time, same bat channel,
Yeah.
right?
Or 7 channels.
Or 7
Yeah.
channels. So
There
yeah,
you go.
find us we're all over Facebook, on YouTube, Rockstar Group. Subscribe, get notified when we go live. We have all of our other pages linked to each other, so you should be able to find everything going on. But we're excited to be in front of you guys and provide you with some cool information and some things to do and some knowledge. And hopefully you'll join us every Thursday and find out what's going on for the weekend and
Share this with your friends.
Every Thursday, 9 o'clock.
share it up. And we're out.
That's going to do it. Bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Spotlight on Prescott is proudly sponsored by the Rockstar Group at West USA Realty of Prescott. To find out what your home can sell for in today's market, or to start the search for your new Prescott area home, visit us at newprescotthomes.com. Have an awesome weekend, and be sure to tune in every Thursday morning for Spotlight on Prescott.